Cheers to one step closer to being an actual adult.
Darling, you send me. I know you send me.
Currently have my coffee in hand. College Station just got a new coffee shop called Dutch Bros, which apparently is a huge chain in Arizona. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but there was just a big honk. I decided I would walk y'all through my bullet journal and how I organized it. Without further ado, we can get started. So I usually set up my bullet journal and start by setting the mood, so definitely need a candle and coffee. And now we are going straight into it. I use Pinterest to be my mood board, my inspiration board, and everything will just bounce off from there. I usually browse quite a bit before nailing down what I want the theme of this year, this semester to be. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. I usually just jot which page is going to be dedicated to what. And yeah, so we are just gonna hop right into it. I decided for 2021, my theme is going to be just this spirit of open hands and surrendering my self-reliance. So I'm sketching that, and I'm gonna end up grabbing a quote from this book called Hind's Feet on High Places. That also goes with my word of the year, which is purify. Now I am just sketching out how I want those words to be placed. Really and truly, this quote is the energy I want to emit into 2021, and I would love to read a snippet of it for you. It's from the perspective of the shepherd. So he says, "I must tell you a great truth, much afraid, which only the few will understand. All the fairest beauties in the human soul, its greatest victories, and its most splendid achievements are always those which no one else knows anything about, or can only dimly guess at. Every inner response at the human heart to love, and every conquest over self-love, is a new flower on the tree of love." This is the almost final product of this page. The rose and the lily symbolize the Holy Family, and here is the final product of it, painted and adding color and shading. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I think it's simple, but it captures the beauty of my word of the year and just what I want to strive for. Turning the page, we have my overall schedule, and this is what I want for this semester, aka my last semester at A&M. By the time you watch this, January will almost be over, but nonetheless, this is January's theme. I decided to go still on the neutral side. Overall, I just wanted to focus on the spirit of newness. This is the sketch of what I want my month overview to look like, as well as my week by week, day by day, and this is how January turned out. As you can see on the left, I have a semester overview where I track my grades, the due dates for classes. It just makes things easier to keep track of and organize. And here's a little flip through of January before I started filling in all of my dates. Now my favorite part is filling it all in. So I have my goals, my plans, and my little victories. And here is the final product of my 2021 spring semester bullet journal. I am really pleased with how it turned out. It's simple, but it still keeps to a crisp aesthetic. I decided to incorporate my word of the year into the theme of this semester and this year in general's bullet journal. Last year, my word was simplicity, and the Lord really took that and ran with it, given coronavirus and just stripping us of the things that we are so accustomed to. It allowed me to really get to know myself even more than I thought I did. With that, my word for this year is purify. LOL, sorry guys. I definitely meant to explain this further, but basically, the Lord has placed a specific desire in my heart to be purified in my own desires. Throughout last year, He showed me in big and little ways how He longs to be near and how He longs to foster the good in the root of all my deepest longings. I thought, what better way to run with this than to embrace it and make it the theme of my life on paper and in prayer. Behind this brown sheet are my desires for this spring semester, also known as my last semester at A&M that I am aware of. A few of those things that I have on my bucket list, so to speak, are to play more and live freely, to be myself and not compromise my worth and dignity in order to please others, to practice generosity in time and money / gifts, to make mature financial decisions, to film, edit, and upload consistently to my YouTube channel, to experiment, create, and constantly try new things, to dress up more because I want to for myself and not for others, to really embrace the freedom in being single, especially in this season of my life, to move my body more and give it the endorphins it needs, and to continue educating myself and engaging conversations regarding the climate of our society, of our country. These obviously put into the simplest terms I could go on and on about, but I really just want to hone in on a few of these because I feel like some of them can speak for themselves. I just really want to focus on moving my body more because I feel like although 2020 allowed us to go on more walks, it also allowed me in particular to stay inside or maybe go outside but just read and not necessarily move my body. And so this year I definitely want to make a more mindful decision to move my body in ways that get the heart pumping, and I know that I am giving her the boosts of serotonin and endorphins, which will make me happy. Another main desire and goal that I want to strive for more this year, or just even expand more, is to experiment, create, and try new things, especially when it comes to projects that are more sustainable or just better for our environment. Like the other day, I made my own laundry detergent, and it honestly, I don't know how well it's working so far. I've only washed my clothes once with it, but I just feel like I am making a bigger impact than I was before. The possibilities are truly endless. Yeah, those are my goals and desires and like what's on my senior year bucket list. I still definitely have a lot that I need to do from last semester. This is my bucket list for the year, and then this was my theme from last semester. It's based off a Taylor Swift song from Folklore. When I tell you I prayed with her song, This Is Me Trying, off the album, that's not a subtle kind of statement. I truly did sit and pray with it. If you need a song to pray to, I really recommend try that one. This semester, some of the things that I have on my bucket list are to pond hop, because that's an A&M tradition, and I might be a bad ag for saying this, but I've never done it before, so that'll be a good thing to get crossed off before I graduate. I want to get another tattoo right here of an M in my mom's handwriting because my mom's name starts with an M. Also, Mama Mary. I also have that I want to watch a thriller / horror movie with my roommates, even though it's going to take a lot of convincing. I also want to have a Trolls backyard projector screening. That is a little bit of what's on my senior bucket list. This is what January looks like for this semester. I definitely want to keep my bullet journal clean and pleasing to look at. I just kept it a J. You can tell that's for January. And then I think my monthly spread will look relatively like this throughout the rest of the semester for each month. And since I didn't do a weekly / daily spread for half of January, I just put like the main to-dos on my list and then cross them off on my monthly. I honestly really like the layout of how I did the weekly because I think it's compact, but at the same time it still looks very clean in the ways that I don't want it to look too cluttered or like there's so much going on. So we're continuing the simple trend with my bullet journal, and that is pretty much it on how I prepare my bullet journal for the semester. I usually have a cover page and then a page for like my desires / bucket list, but because my bucket list is also continued from the beginning of this school year, I just keep it there. And then I usually just have an overview of what my week looks like, and then a page for my grades. And since I'm only taking 10 hours this semester, so nice, I think a page is more than enough. I took 5 classes last semester. It's simple, clean, aesthetically pleasing, and yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I can't wait to make more. If you like this, then give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and do all the things to let me know that you're liking what you see. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.